Good morning, brothers and sisters. It is Wednesday, prayer night. On tonight, I'm looking forward to praying with my brothers and sisters in Christ. I want to invite all of you to prayer service on tonight. Anybody who watched this video, join us on prayer tonight. So anyway, quickly, we have these wars that take place. You know, we're at war. And there are three people that we do war with. We do war with ourselves, we do war with other people, and we do war with God. Now, I'm going to tell you how this takes place. Based on James chapter 4, James is writing to the church, and his epistle is very basic. His Christianity and what he pushes for us to get is very simple, very practical, and every Christian ought to be reading the book of James. So anyway, in that community, there were both wealthy Christians and then there were poor Christians. And those communities clashed often because the rich people or wealthy Christians wouldn't really share their wealth with the less fortunate Christians. But then the less fortunate Christians were frustrated by that and sometimes often envied wealthy Christians and wish they were wealthy like them. And so they would go about trying to force benevolence. You know, they would take from the wealthy, you know, things like that. And of course we know that's not the right way to go about doing a thing. And so anyway, James poses the question, where does the war come from among you guys? Like, what is the source of the quarrels that exist in the Christian community? You know, and we can extend that question to you. What is the source of the problems that you have with people in your family or at work or at church? And so he answers it. He says, isn't it from the internal desires that you have on the inside of you? Isn't it because there's something that you want that you can't have? And so it's frustrating you and it's causing you to be at war with yourself. It's causing you to be at war with others, and it's causing you to be at war with God. And so he says you have not, so you kill, you try to force benevolence. As I said earlier, you know, you kill to get it. And that's the wrong way to get things. And then he says that you don't ask God for it because you don't have things, and we don't have things because we don't pray for these things, right? So he says you have not because you ask not. All right, but then that's just part of the problem. The reason why they wasn't praying for these things because of the motives that they had behind their prayer, and they knew that the things that they wanted, they were things that, you know, God wasn't really going to give them because of the things that they asked for were against God's will. So you ask, well, how do I have war with myself? How do I have war with others? How do I have war with God? Well, here's what it is. Well, because there are things you're dealing with on the inside of you won't allow you to be at peace. And so you're not at peace with yourself because you're doing battle and you think it's everybody else's problem, but really it's your problem. It's something that's happening with you. It's something happening with us. Like our hard hearts, you know, our dull understanding, you know, our blindness, and all of these things gets us frustrated, and we want things. And so what causes the war with other people is now we are inflicting this upon other people. We're stirring up drama with other people. We're trying to take what other people have. We envying what other people have. You know, we're always trying to keep up with the Joneses, and when the Joneses are not being as neighborly with us and sharing what they have with us, that causes us to hate people, despise people, envy people, you know, and have that type of conflict. But how we end up with war with God is the stuff that we want a lot of times are against his will. And so James says that you have not because you ask not, and then you don't ask for it because you ask amiss. You want to spend your prayers on the physical, on your flesh. And so James declares that as spiritual adulterers. And know that friendship with the world is enmity against God. So we don't dare ask God for things that goes against his will, against his word, those things that are not biblically principled. And so we're at war with God. And I think at the end of the day, many of us don't realize that. We're mad at the world. We're mad at the pastor. We're mad at the people in the church. But the problem is within you, within us. And we're really mad at God because we can't have what we want to have. So we're throwing tantrums like 3-year-olds. I hope this word sink into your spirit. Bless you guys. Have a great day.